This week, I'm taking on the mighty Mackerel Islands. Come on, little Mackie. Team Al versus Team Mackie. It's bigger, it's better, and I reckon it's a boy.
It's only early. It's only early. Double hooker!
Yes! I'm up against Miss Mackerel Island Jade.
Jade takes the lead.
Yes! Woohoo!
On one of the most insane charter boat fishing days I've had on the water.
With the shark after it.
On it. Oh, 2 sharks. Hey, Jade, half points. Despite the challenges, this is a serious fishing competition. We haven't actually confirmed what the winner gets. What do I get? And the stakes are high.
Jade, she's taken one look at those hobbit feet and she doesn't look too impressed at all.
So strap yourself in for the ultimate fishing action.
Like normally I'm a real gentleman, not today.
You're watching Fishing with Mates. The Mackerel Islands are situated just off the coast of Onslow, in the Pilbra region of Western Australia. The variety of fishing in the Mackerel Islands, it is insane. No wonder everyone wants to come here. You can troll, you can bottom fish, you can cast, and you can catch just about anything. The great thing about the Mackerel Islands is you can bring your own boat, or you can go out on a charter. And I tell you what, these guys know their stuff. Jade, how are you?
Good morning, Al. Welcome to the Mackerel Islands.
How good is this?
Yeah,
I'm meeting up with Jade. Now, Jade and her husband, Art, have been managing the island here, Thevenard Island, for 5 years. So if there's one girl that knows this area, it's her. So maybe I've got my lunch cut out for me. No more mucking around. We've got a fish to catch.
Let's go catch him. We're really excited to have Al here fishing the Mackerel Islands with us, and I'm quite looking forward to kicking Al's butt in our fishing competition that we're about to have.
Simo, what's the plan, man?
Well, I think, we might, with that water cooling off a bit, mate, I think we might head out to the place called the supermarket.
That's a good name. I like the supermarket.
It's a top little spot out there, Al. I think we might head out there today and see if we can land one of those big mackerel that are swimming around the Mackerel Islands that it's famous for. The fishing on the Mackerel Islands is just sensational. We've just got an abundance of species up here. The weather's normally pretty good over winter time. There's not too many boats around. It's nice and remote. And there's just so much fish on offer for us to go out and have a hook up to today.
Being Aussie, we have to have a competition, right?
We do.
So it's boys versus girls.
Certainly is. Girls
We have our
tend to
adjudicator up the front there, who might have the same shirt on you have, but it's probably not that good for me. When it comes to competitions, it's me versus the blokes. But in the few times I've taken on the girls, well, let's just say I've shown them how it's done.
Mine's twice the size of yours. I mean, catch a bigger fish than any man is always a victory.
Have a look at that. There's a hook in there too.
That fisherman must have been like you.
So, we've got man versus wild. Well, this time it's man versus woman. So what have you been catching out here, Sunshine? You been doing any practice?
A few mackerel, a few golden trevally, so...
Alrighty, eh? Okay, fine.
Get ready, guys. That thick up ahead.
Bring it on. Oh, this is going to be guaranteed.
We've got heaps of tuna just busting up around here, mate. So I'm going to see if we can get one of these tuna to tempt one of our little Halco lures here that we're throwing around.
This one's mine, that one's mine, and that one's mine. And you can have all the others, all right? How's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds like a plan, Al. I'll let you have the first grab.
No,
been struggling a bit the last few days, so I'll give you a head start.
Ladies first on this one.
Oh, you're in now!
Sorry, ladies not far. I missed him.
We're on fire here, we're in. Whoa, see
yeah.
that? Yes!
So I've hooked up immediately.
Nice.
So this is good. The competition's looking good. Well, it was going to be ladies first, but I was setting the lure for you there. But
Yeah.
It starts really good, looking good. And then all of a sudden, everything slows down. Might have actually upgraded
Oh, really?
to a little bit of brown.
Oh, no.
It was really good there at the start. Head shakes got a little bit wider, a little bit slower, and a little bit browner. Because that mackerel has been converted into a dirty grey shark. It's a brown mackerel.
I must say, I couldn't be happier to see that shark come and take that mackie off Al.
Oh,
Well done. done, mate. All right.
Awesome effort. Well done. Suppose you'd be a little bit scared now, wouldn't you?
Nice warm-up for you there,
I
Al.
don't want to hold that rod anymore. You can let the next one out.
Yeah, mate, all up in this nor'west area, the fishing's just prolific, but you do have to do battle with a fair few sharks out here, so it's one of the challenges up here, but there's plenty of fish out here, so just hopefully plays the game this morning.
So I'm feeling a little bit sorry for myself, but it gets worse. Jade hooks up. Hang on, you're doing that. I'll keep working this one just in case I can make it a double. You don't get it quick, Jade, you know it's going to be a shark.
Yeah, I know.
Quite possible, yeah.
Either one's got very small. You tinner. Can't believe you got a mackerel.
So Jade had hooked up, she'd got the fish on board, it was 1-0 to Team Mackerel Islands. Maybe if you
Go,
just...
start up a little bit higher. That's a good release. Well, there's technicality there, you know, that I did set the rod for you, so.
Come on, Al, you're clutching at straws there, mate. You're clutching at straws. That's girls one, Al none.
I've heard that before, actually.
Ooh, here we go. And a nice little edge here with a heap of bait sitting off here, so flooding tide, pushing all the bait up.
So trolling for mackerel, particularly over here in the west, the guys like to use the crazy deeps, the halcos, because they get right down. And then they put a couple of lighter or shallow running lures further out the back. So you get a mix and you're covering the water column. That's the important part. I've got the secret weapon. So I've got this new orange FIFO. I slip it out because this is going to work. And would you believe it? I've hooked up. Bugger it, I'm catching a mackerel. It's a race against time trying to get it up before it gets eaten.
Shark!
Coming up.
With the shark
shark's
after
on it. The shark feeding frenzy. Hey, Jade, half point. And the fishing comp trophy that has Jade reeling.
Really.
Well, I think a foot rub for the
Oh,
winner.
Simon, no.
Who wouldn't want to rub these feet? Bugger it, I'm catching a mackerel. So finally, I'm catching a Spanish mackerel in the Mackerel Islands. Come on, little Mackie. You know, I love these fish. They're built for speed. So when you hook up, they scream off so fast, it's electrifying. It's something all fishermen love. That reel just wailing as it's going off. Come here, my little Mackie friend. Oh, yes! He's bigger than yours, Jade!
I don't think so.
Now it's 1-1.
On that orange one of your choice too, Al. Not a bad
Shows
choice,
that,
mate.
yeah. Go the bright orange. Look at that.
It's not a bad size, Mackie.
Now, Jade, that is a mackerel.
Nice work, Al.
It's bigger, it's better, and I reckon it's a boy.
It's only early. It's only early.
The fishing around here is amazing. But you know what? You don't even have to leave the island. You can fish off the jetty. You can walk the beach. You'll catch fish just about anywhere in the Mackerel Islands. Now, with the guys that come fishing, what options have they got? They can bring their own boat, can't they, like we did, or come on the charter boat?
Yeah, that's right. So we've got the leisure cat here that we use for chartering, and we've got great boating facilities for those who want to bring their own boats. We've got 20 moorings out the front.
Oh, really? 20?
20 moorings, and fueling up on the beach at 5 o'clock every day, and that's straight from the back of the trailer into the boat, so it's easily accessible.
And how far is the island from the mainland? So if the guys want to drive out themselves, how far?
It's 22 kilometres, so it's about a 45-minute trip, yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Thevenard Island, right here in the Mackerel Islands, caters for everyone. I think they can take 100 people on here at a time.
We've got 13 beachfront cabins on Thevenard Island. They're fully self-contained and just been recently renovated. They've all got Weber barbecues and outdoor settings out the front. We also have the 34 ensuited dongers in our Club Thevenard area that they're based around the pool and bar area, and that's a bit more of a facility that is ideal for your groups and clubs to utilise. A general store, a hire centre where you can hire rods, tackle. There's great snorkelling, diving, plenty of animals to see, whales, turtles, birds, and our other activities like stand-up paddle boards and kayaks.
It is an absolutely special place.
One of my favourite little fishing spots around here, Rosalie Cay. Nice little K over here, drops off to about 30-metre drops. Some beautiful little saddle tail lumps out here. One of my little favourite areas. Anything's possible out here from 20, 30 kilo mackerel to sailfish to yellowfin tuna.
There's one thing in fishing, always watch the birds. So we're on our way to Rosalie Shoals, and you know what? All the birds come in, start pounding, the water's exploding. We've got to have a cast. Oh, yep.
Good work.
Are you
Nice
watching?
one,
I do lessons.
Yeah. You get it to the boat first, mate.
Yeah, it seems to be a slight habit of mine.
A little bit of a half an hour move up the reef, Al.
Yeah.
Seems to have paid off first cast. Oh, that's solid.
So if he stays the right. He was twitching there a minute ago.
Hit a bit of a stalemate there, Al.
So I can feel this is a good fish, but I've got to get it up. But then all of a sudden, you can feel it through the line. This fish, he's got sharks on his tail. I have a feeling there's a bit of a flicker there before. And I have to get this fish on board before it becomes shark bait. How good is it when it's this calm? How good is it when I'm hooked up, Joe?
Yeah. I'll let you have this one.
So I thought I had a long tail. It's fighting like a long tail. Fighting it, finally get it up to the surface. What do I get?
Jeez, solid Mac.
Whew. Great big Mac tuna. Beautiful. Look. Now have a look at that. Hey, what are you doing at the other end of the boat?
You want to hold him up, Al?
Stand here with my line out of the water, waiting for you.
So the Mac tuna, it gets its name because it's the little mackerel pattern on its back. But they're a great sporting fish. They're a great little tuna. How big do they grow over here?
Oh, I reckon he's probably about another 2 kilo on this guy. He's a pretty solid little Mac tuna there, but...
What a pretty fish. So you know the best thing about that Mac tuna? Well, all of a sudden, it's 2 to McGlashan and 1 to Team Mackie. I'm in the lead. And you're on strike, right?
I'm on strike.
I'll give
Time
you
to catch up.
Yeah, I'll give you a chance. That sweet smell of victory didn't last very long.
I was getting a bit nervous at 2-1 there. I thought our fishing prowess was starting to come through.
That's coming up a bit too quickly. I'm not sure that we can count.
But now with a little shark Mackie, we're back on even Stevens at 2-all.
All right, get rid of our tiny fish, because I'm on strike. It's the same size as the lure. At 2-all, the fishing comp was getting serious. Simon decided to take us towards Rosalie Cay to one of his favourite fishing spots.
We've got some beautiful water clarity out here. Hopefully we're going to chase some GTs and queenfish. It's a nice little bit of swell out here, a little bit of whitewash, so hopefully the queenies and the GTs will be coming out to have a little bit of a bite at our Halco lures.
You know what? It's time to pull out the big rooster. Seeing that cay, all that beautiful crystal clear water, all I want to do is start casting. This place was beautiful. Big sandy stretches, coral reefs, little cay. It was absolutely a fish magnet.
This is one of your picture-perfect days out here at Rosalie. The 2Ks, it's nice and calm out here. Water's crystal clear. It really doesn't get much better than this. It's one of the prettiest places around.
The first few casts, it's a little bit quiet. But then, all hell breaks loose. Yep, got him.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah!
That's a little GT, I'd say.
Nice, mate.
You thought you were going to get close, didn't you? You thought you were going to get close, didn't you? With the score about to be 3-2, Team McGlashan was cruising towards a comfortable victory. This time with a giant trevally. Look at that, GT Master. There we go. Look at that, mate.
He's only about, I reckon, 2 kilo, Al. We're after the bigger ones, I think, mate.
Still counts.
Still good fish, mate. Still good fish. Good fun on popper, isn't it? So Al's off to a flying start. He's had hook up after hook up. But I think Jade is the dark horse out here. She's got plenty of practice on these big queenies.
We haven't actually confirmed what the winner gets. What do I get?
Oh, I thought this was all just a bit of fun.
Oh, it's fun, all right. In traditional Aussie manner, There is no competition without a reward. And I tell you what, Simon came up with a ripper.
Well, I think a foot rub for the winner.
Simon, no.
Jade, she's taken one look at those hobbit feet and she doesn't look too impressed at all.
Who wouldn't want to rub these feet? So it's a foot rub on the way home.
Yeah, for me. And it's certainly given me the drive to get out there and catch some more fish because I really don't want to touch those feet.
So Simon has talked this place up. I'm telling you, he's saying it's almost guaranteed. This is the queenfish capital of Australia. And he wasn't lying.
Jade's on here. Oh yes, Jade, yeah.
Rightio. Yep. But what Simon failed to mention is that this is also the shark capital of Australia.
Oh, shark!
Oh, shark's on it! Oh, two sharks. Catching queenies, they're great fun because they jump and carry on. But it's a whole new game when you add sharks in the mix. Jade does well to get her queenie to the boat and even the score.
Nice little queenie there, Jade. Nice little queen fish.
You know, this style of fishing is insane. You know, getting a hookup's one thing, but then, like that. The next thing you're going to do is stay attached because all the sharks come in. Shark on him?
Yeah.
You know, in all the fishing I've done over the years, and I've done a lot of fishing, this was insane.
Oh,
Shark's under it too. I'll get yours up, Jade.
Oh, no! Uh-oh, this is not good. You know, you're hooking these queenies. You're trying to get up. The shark's smashing it. The fish, it's jumping everywhere. It was out of control. Get off. Hey, Jade, half points.
Not a chance.
Damn it.
Oh, Jade.
You know what? I saw a whole new side to Jade. She was ripping these fish up. They were going in. At one stage, we all had to duck because this queenfish came flying over the side.
Are we polling for tuna, are we?
Hey, Al, check it out.
We were literally going 1 for 1 on the queenies. Check this out. But as the day was coming to an end, so too were my chances of getting my little tootsies rubbed.
Jade takes the lead.
What? Well, we had an insane time on the queenies. Absolutely spectacular. The only problem is the score is 6-7, and it's not in my favour.
I like a nice firm rub, Al.
So it all comes down to the final troll home.
We'll just go over one more mark here and then...
I turned my back for 1 second to go to drink, and...
Oi, good fish, good fish. That's the fish.
Jade hooks up. Oh, you tin ass. And I'm like, oh, no. But then I've hooked up on the other rod.
Oh, double hook up.
Yes! I'll take this one.
Oh, mine's off.
Jade loses hers. Mine's still on. All I need to do is land this fish.
Double hook up.
Yes! I'll take this one.
Oh, mine's off.
Mine's still on. To avoid losing our fish comp and becoming the new foot masseur for the Mackerel Islands, all I need to do is land this fish.
I'm in trouble.
Mine's not that big, but I don't friggin' care.
All he has to do is bring this fish in. And what's he do?
Oh, he just came off.
Drops the fish.
No!
Okay, guys, rip him in.
What?
We're gonna have to call that a day, I think.
No!
You know what that means, Al?
No! It's not fair.
I've won the Pepsi challenge.
Sorry, Tootsies, you get nothing.
So it was a great day for the Mackerel Islands. We had the great Al McGlashan out here fishing, and Jade has actually beaten him.
Fishing the Mackerel Islands, what an amazing place. The variety is insane. The people on Thevenard are absolutely awesome. The only thing that lets it down is the massage parlour.
A little bit firmer, thanks, Al. Yep, And just up to the middle a little bit more.
There we go, to the middle.
That's it, a little bit harder, please. This is something I've never experienced before. A day out fishing on the Mackerel Islands, which is awesome, and then having my foot rubbed by the great Al McGlashan on the way home. That's got to be one of the best fishing trips ever. Winner!
It's just a wreck. After losing to Jade, there was no way I was going to leave this island without winning something. So I grabbed her husband, Art. I said, this is it. Game on. You know what? He took me to the other end of the island, chasing goldies. How good is this? This is your secret spot.
Perfect. The back beach.
Fishing off the shore, we got little twisties, little poppers. You just walk along casting. It's such a relaxing style of fishing. And even at the bottom of the tide, which is a pretty hard time to fish, we got into the action. It is an unbelievable spot.
I think the best part of it is if it is blowing on one side of the island, you can always go to the other and find a nice sheltered bay somewhere to have a cast.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? There's
Make the
always
most of
somewhere to have
every
a
day.
fish, yeah. So Art, you could tell he was just pretty cruisy. He was laid back, he just wanted to fish. But there's McGlashan pride at stake here. I was gonna win. If it was the last thing I did, he was going down. Yep, got him on. So I've hooked up the trevally. I didn't know what it was at the start.
What do you got there, Al?
Got some serious trouble at this point. And then up comes this beautiful golden trevally, and a solid one too.
Oh, a little golden.
Pretty cool catch him off the beach, especially when Art hasn't got anything. He's had a few encounters, mate.
Yeah, something's chomped him.
There we go, my little friend.
We'll live to fight another day.
So what a great way to finish my Mackerel Islands adventure. You know, catching a goldie off the beach. And yeah, cruising back towards the camp. I sat there thinking, what an amazing place. And it was relaxing, I've got to say. But you know what, Fran? I don't think it was quite so relaxing. Come on, slow coach, what are you doing? Maybe you can give us a foot rub when you get back, eh?
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this.
My queenie. What?
Well, Al, doing well. Would you like a gimbal, mate? Or...
Ah, she's right. Men don't need gimbals.
I thought they said you could fish.
Oh, no. They said that I could fish. Whether or not I can actually do it's a totally different thing. You cut this and you're just making me just go for longer, aren't you? Yeah.